Okay. Hey. Okay, I think now I have sound. Second. Chat. All right. Thank you, Per. Okay, so let's repeat. Welcome, guys, to another live stream. I think I have sound now. I can see the bar, the volume music moving. So welcome back. Another live stream, 5th of July. So as always, I'm coming live on. I'm going live on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tuesdays is around 6 p.m. The main purpose is to just talk about markets, educational content, anything that you guys want to ask about price action, about movements, about any charts, any pair. Feel free to ask. If you want, you can share your trades with me as well, and we can review them. Maybe everyone can learn from them. Your entry, your targets, your execution, your stop loss placement, the way you manage your trade, and so on. So that's the purpose of today's live stream. And on Saturday, usually I do my weekly analysis. I look for opportunities. I do the higher time frame analysis in preparation for the week ahead. So that's what I did last Saturday, and that's what I'm going to do next Saturday, usually around 12 p.m. UK time. So yeah, and as I was just saying before, Euro-dollar, we finally broke those lows that I've been mentioning, that I've been waiting for quite a long time ago, right? So we finally broke these lows from 2016-17, something that I've been waiting for quite a while. We did respect it quite a few times. These guys in here until finally today, we just completely broke through. A big sell-off on the Euro-dollar. Basically, a big move to the upside on dollar index, and how the opposite pairs basically move on the other side. So July is starting with strong moves. What next, right? What next for Euro-dollar? What is the next key levels that we may find, right? So that's something that we can cover today. If you guys want, you can take a look at maybe what's next. Is Euro-dollar going to get close to 1? Or is it even the chance that it can go even below 1, like 0.9 something? Euro at this point is now retesting the levels from 20 years ago, so it finally got to the same level where dollar index is. So dollar index had already broken this zone which was a high on the VAR index, so they are inverted correlated, right? A few months ago, and euro was lagging, and it finally joined, and we broke that level, right? So what's next, right? So I've been mentioned before why I was expecting actually this low to be broken. Basically, if you take a look at the bigger view, basically we did had out this move in here from this low to this high. After that, price went came all the way down. We broke out these lows in here. We even broke this one, this area, and after that, price created kind of a double top. We created a new low. Price retraced, retested out this previous level of structure in there. Price went down. It engulfed something in there. Actually, this from me was an engulf to downside already. Went up, and if we had broken this high, that could be a different story, but price never broke that high. Price actually respected it. So as a natural zone, I was expecting actually price to come all the way down. First thing to do is maybe refilled now or touched, fill this space out the way until this highs. Maybe that's going to be the first zone for this move down. Maybe that's where price may go to. First of all, fill that one. And actually my favorite, if I was about to mention that, so this was the weekly. Let me stay on the weekly. My favorite zone, it could be even go below this level, right? But if you do come all the way to here, we are going to be below the one mark, right? Going to be at 0.96. So let's see if that is an option, if price is going to even go below 1. But these levels, I do like these lows to use it and to collect the orders. If this was a 15 minutes time chart, for example, that's maybe where I would start to be looking for longs below these lows. Then maybe there's another zone in here that could be a possibility. And then let's see further down. Let's see where to. All right, so this level in here, that could be a good zone to look for, start looking for longs. But for now, in a higher time frame, we definitely can look somewhere inside there. Right, so even if we go a little bit more inside here, let me just zoom in here. Now, how reliable this data is, that's maybe a question. Today already had a quick look at this zone in here. On the weekly chart, I do have this kind of triple low in here, and something underneath this level can be a good zone to look for longs as well. Don't forget, this is a weekly chart, so it's kind of relevant. Price is approaching this level in here. We do have this high in there as well. Yeah, in the end, if prices break this level, could be quite interesting. And that means that maybe the VAR index is still going to continue to the upside. I mentioned that I was also expecting that to happen. On the VAR index, actually, my favorite zone is around 110. I'll take a look at it in a bit. But for now, can you see the difference, which is actually maybe something that I can ask you guys, because on the weekly I can see kind of this triple low in here at around 1.0059, something like that. However, when I go to the daily, I don't really have that triple low. I don't really know what's going on in here. 0. Yeah, it was around this level. So I'm not really sure why I don't have this triple low on the weekly chart. There's maybe something going on in there. Yeah, aside from that, I do like this level, that this nice touch in there, nice touch in here, and you kind of have this zone in there, this kind of demand underneath it. So that can be an option. However, I do have that disparity between the weekly and the daily, which it's weird. Because this data is from so far. it was like from 2002, so I'm not really sure what's going on in there. Actually, let me just extend this a little bit. Let's see what's going on in there. But I do maybe like it level. Aside from that, today price is in here. This is another zone that I like, and maybe that could be the first level to look for. Retest of this high. So this is basically that weekly level that we saw as well, and we have kind of this zone in here that can be interesting, and we have all these spikes, all these highs in here. Lows, sorry, all these lows that didn't really touch this level. I don't think I can go. I cannot go there on 4-hour time frame. I don't think I have enough historical data for that. Yeah, there's no chance. There's no chance that I could go there on the 4-hour. Right, that's the problem now with these levels where price is reacting to. We don't have war time frame data to look at it. If you guys find a way to analyze it on the 1 hour, 30 minutes, feel free to share those pictures with the price action inside here, because I cannot go anywhere near or below the daily time frame. But this level, just on the daily, it looks interesting. So just below these ones, that's where price may react from somewhere this week or even today. I don't know if price is going to continue to move further down today. Let's see. This week we still have NFP on Friday. So let's see where it's going to be the next retest, right? Higher time frame level, I could see price maybe having some reaction now on top of this one. Maybe this level can be interesting, and maybe I would actually really like to see price even going below this level in the end, and maybe in that moment you're going to have that that major reversal to the upside on euro, right? So I did kind of predicted this move. I actually caught the short in here. Now, of course, I closed the short in here. Now imagine that if I had actually got that, and I was actually expecting the break of the wall, so maybe there was a chance for me to have done that. Even last week when I got that short in there as well. On my first live stream, actually, when I started analyzing euro dollar, price was somewhere in here, middle of May. I did talk about the scenario of breaking these lows, which is what I was expecting. However, I did mention the scenario that price could come all the way here, retest this important level, and it's exactly what it did just before going down, right? This is a kind of behavior that you usually see price doing. And if there is still orders around this low, knowing that the main reason for me to expect this low to be broken is, okay, we broke this was in here, we broke that level on the left side, and this highs in here, and this one. So this one is respecting an important zone on the left side, and this highs respected these highs. All right, if this had broken, that could be a different scenario. If it had broken these highs in here. However, that never happened. So I was already expecting this was to be broken when price was moving to the downside. But usually if there is still order somewhere in here, we can still see that reaction, right? We can see price still bouncing from here and not breaking immediately this low. And the good zone to look for that usually price reacts from after kind of respecting this low is actually the next level of support resistance zone, which would be aligned with this level in here, somewhere in here, and the base of this level. Usually that's where you'll see price react from, not exactly from here, but towards there. Just go check. Usually those zones, I think there's even in a worse scale, there's a similar scenario on dollar CAD actually. Let me just take a look in a different scale, but this zone in here, for example, where was it? In here, right? For me, this was already an engulf to downside as well, even when price was going up. And there is, as you can see, there is still orders in here around this line. right? And price doesn't break it immediately, so price actually reacts from there. It goes up, and usually you're going to find that price just reacts from the next previous zone that should have respected price to the upside. It doesn't, and it's going to work on the opposite side. There we go. Like similar scenario but different scale, of course. This is on 1 hour. Euro was moving on the monthly chart, so it was kind of okay. Expected that retrace to the upside. It will be maybe it will take longer to conclude. But you can find those, and this is actually quite tricky. That's one way to do it, because then you see that this low is being respected, and most likely are going to still continue to look for longs in here. You can see how many times price still bounced in here, or it paused, until finally we have that breakout low. So this is just accumulation of buyers around these lows in here. Everyone is looking for longs in there. But the signal for me, it was actually given even before price made the move to the upside in here, when it broke this wall. It's just an example. Nice move on the dollar cut all the way up as well. So big moves today. I struggle with this to look for trend continuation setups in this. It's kind of my weakness. I'm better at finding those extremes. In terms of looking for continuation, I do struggle with that. Yeah, it's a patience game for me today. Just waiting. Not really active today. This one was kind of the mistake I did yesterday. A ridiculous trade. I did got short in here, and I closed my trade in here. That was ridiculous. And basically, price just went all the way to the downside. The reason I kind of closed it, for some reason I was still expecting an extra high in this level, and when I kind of got my first target, just moved my trade to break even. Usually I don't do that. Usually I actually keep the break even, the stop loss on its own zone, but I was actually expecting this extra high and then to move to downside. That's why I moved it, and there we go. Price never went there. Price just dropped, and it was just funny, right? It's better to laugh at myself than anything else. As you can see, it was a massive move to the downside. We broke the lows as well as today. So these lows from previous month, we did broke those lows, and you continue to move to the downside on pound dollar. Let's see as well until where, if there's any zone somewhere in here or in there. It's a little bit different from the euro dollar, but let's see if price maybe wants to continue to move down, or if it's just about to resume the move to the upside. Just take a look inside here as well. Maybe I can find a good level. Maybe here. This is actually at the lows, which kind of looks still fresh, kind of. So price is bouncing in within this level. We did have this level in there. Price should have respected it. It didn't. It has a few touches, but maybe it was already taken by these two lows. Maybe that level has been taken already. If this didn't happen, maybe this could be a good zone for price to bounce from. May have taken already on the way up. What do you guys think? Where the euro pound dollar and even euro dollar? Where is the low? What are you guys looking for on the to happen on euro dollar? Is euro dollar going below 1? Do you guys think that's going to happen? The next key important zone on euro. I think price is kind of retesting this zone now. Somewhere in there. Yeah, this is kind of my favorite, but this is all the way to the downside. This is still 300 pips away. So there's maybe something else in here that we can try to find. This one looks like it's been taken already. Maybe somewhere in here could be an option. Somewhere around this level. For some reaction. What else? Yeah. Let's see how price behaves in here. Just a man in here. Don't really like it. I don't really like anything in here. Yeah. Maybe in here and maybe in there would be my ideal. But again, I will not just look at that and try to place a limit order. I like to see the approach. I want to see that weakness. I want to see some lows being created first before trying to look for the major reversal. That's what I'm going to try to look at. Yeah, maybe this demand. I don't know if this is where price has been reacting from right now. Make sure you take a look to see where is price. Has price reacted from here already? It's close. Yeah, it's close. It's creating this compression. Maybe just going to drop and go collect that. Right, but I want to see some highs being taken first, and some lows being created that can maybe be used as liquidity. When you have such a big move in such a strong trend, that's what I want to see. So let's see what pound is going to do. Yeah, so yep. Aussie slightly broke that low from last week. We have this big compression. Actually, this is getting this big compression in the higher time frame. I'm still expecting a little bit of a move farther down around this 0.67. Yeah, somewhere in there, 0.67 or 0.668. Yeah, that's maybe somewhere in there. That's what I'm still looking for Aussie. Yesterday actually I was looking for a sell just exactly in here, exactly where price actually reacted from. I think I already shared that one on Twitter. So my idea yesterday, after talking with a guy, I saw this big move to the upside, right? I was waiting for the break into this we had this small compression there. I was waiting for the break to show that price wanted to go further down, and after that I wanted to see the fake out of this high, because this high was actually still respecting these guys in here, and I saw this level as a good zone for price to go to before the major move to downside. So if this move had happened yesterday, that's actually kind of my prediction. Maybe my target would have been just somewhere in here and off to fill this space. But actually what happened was the price decided just to go all the way down. It even broke this one. By breaking this one, we literally opened a new door into all the way to fill this space now to the downside. Maybe starting from here or even go all the way through and even maybe look for a final target somewhere inside here, right? However, this move, that was exactly what I wanted yesterday. It did happen, but however, it was 2 AM in the morning UK time, so I'm sleeping at this time. Then we had the interest rate decision, another hike of 50 basis points. Now it's at 1.35, and there you go. After that, price just completely dropped. So that's one of the issues with kind of Forex, which is price is moving 24 hours, right? So we are not always here, and sometimes price does move and reacts from the zones that you want while you are sweeping, and and that's trading. That's trading for you. So yeah, maybe there were another ways to participate. Either way, it was almost yeah. My plan it would be to try to look for that sell in there, wait for that PI then on lower time frame confirmation, and try to look for shorts. However, I couldn't manage to catch that one. Yeah, longer time frame view, I do expect, and I'm looking for that level. Doesn't mean that there may be some opportunities to even look for longs for small moves up on the way there. So yeah, follow the moment this big compression, wait for maybe a proper move to the upside before looking for any longs. Or if you're still looking for shorts, and if you want to look for shorts, basically just by this example, I think you can see how that I'm always looking for the reversals instead of kind of continuation. Yeah, that's me. Looking for reversal setups almost all the time instead of continuation. And more naturally, I'm even looking for sells than longs. That's just how my brain works. Yeah. So what else? What else, guys? Anything that you guys would like to look at? Dollar franc Swiss. So nice reaction from there. I still don't know if we actually reached the final target in here. But this is a good zone for now that price could react from there. This was for me, it didn't really reach anything special, so that's why I still was looking for this Audi zone to be broken. Again, like a little bit similar to what I just mentioned before on euro. When price is retracing to the downside, it's kind of moving to the downside after kind of respecting this high. I'm no longer expecting kind of this zone in here to hold price, and by hold I mean I can see some reaction in there, but I'm not really expecting price to from there to create new highs, and that's what happens, right? So it did reacted in here, it just went and reacted next from where it should have been reacted in the first place. Price should have kind of made this move, it didn't, and that becomes a really nice zone to look for it. And then again, the attempts of longs in there, but price had already decided it wanted to go further down. This is a nice zone. Look for it. I can still see price going a little bit further down, even by breaking out this zone and getting a little bit closer in here. But if by any chance you were long in there, filling out this compression zone in here could have been a nice option. That's basically what price has done. Nice reaction from there, and even if you break this one, it wouldn't be a surprise. But yeah, when you have these compressions, find them and then try to look for opportunities as soon as you break that high. Maybe try to find that opportunity to fill all this space that was created in here. That's how to do it. As you can find immediately kind of target that is kind of high probability to be achieved as a final target. Of course, first target will be maybe somewhere inside here. Yeah, that was that one as well. What else? Dollar yen that we've been mentioning as well from last week. On Saturday we talked a little bit about it. Nice reaction from this SR today. It went to the upside. I could still see price going further down, however I could still see price going a little bit above it as well. So I could see price fill out this zone in here. However, price can actually first even go close a little bit closer to that to those highs. And in the higher time frame, as I've been mentioning, I'm still kind of a little bit bullish. I still want to see dollar yen going a little bit higher than actually this zone in here. But let's see what's next on dollar yen. Did react nicely from here. didn't really broke these walls. However, I could see price going further down in there. We mentioned last Saturday that maybe somewhere close in here could be a good zone as well. Maybe to still look for sales or even somewhere in here. So we did head out this kind of double top already. This was a nice zone. You can see this level of support resistance. This was kind of an important level in there. We even had this touch in here as well. So nice reaction, but maybe now price is going to come out of here and collect out these maybe stop losses from all these guys. Then maybe move down. This was already a break of a low, so kind of this for me is an engulf. An engulf to the downside for me. Showing that price wants to go further down. So yeah, that's the update on dollar yen as well. You can see that dollar yen is basically doing his own thing, while dollar index is shooting to the moon, dollar franc Swiss as well, and dollar CAD as well. Dollar yen has been independent. Let's just say like that, right? It's been doing whatever it wants to do, independently from dollar index, for example. So yeah, overall, I'm still looking for a little bit more of a move to the upside. Yeah, like similar to what happened in here on euro yen. So these were basically the same moves that I just mentioned there on dollar yen. And in this case, yeah, this for me was an engulf to the downside. And price already just feel this price in here. I even mentioned below this level, this was kind of during some news. And there you go. We did reach it, and maybe this is already as well an engulf to the downside. So maybe price is going to even go further down. On the higher time frame, I was actually still expecting a little bit of a move to the upside, not just this small spike in there. As I mentioned, on the daily, kind of looking for price to get a little bit closer to that level, and these walls never really got into there. So yeah, exactly. But there was a chance to look even for shorts in there, even in here as well. Another big move, right? Euro yen has been controlled basically by the euro side of it. So euro has been making moves to the downside since last Tuesday, basically one week ago, and it has been the same across all the euro pairs almost. Yeah, let's see. Maybe tomorrow there's going to be an opportunity to look for a reversal on the after this strong move to the downside. Maybe there's going to be that chance. If we take a look at the dollar index, just to have an idea, right? Oh, this is Ethereum. So dollar index, right, in the bigger view, we broke this high. We kind of had this channel in here. We just broke it. Maybe an option can be to see price reacting from here and continue going higher. An option. However, if I take a look at the higher time frame zone where price is reacting from, as I just mentioned before, maybe 110, it could be a good zone that I would like to see the dollar index to go to, and maybe that's going to be when euro is going to maybe get closer to that almost maybe $1 mark. So what we have in here, in the bigger picture, in the bigger view, kind of mentioned already these zones. Come on, man. We are back in 2002. That's how far back we are looking at it. And if we take a look at it, so basically Yeah, price is reacting somewhere from this level. I could see price still in here, checking out his size. This guy in here looks that is still fresh, so that could be an option as well, maybe to see price reacting from there for a while. And then my favorite zone, it will be actually after breaking this this high, right? So that's where I mentioned then maybe the level of 110, 110, maybe that could be a good zone to look for. And I do like this 108 as well. Yeah, this 108 could be interesting. Can you see how nicely price reacted from here before? It just had that move up, and price never really got the orders from there. This guy never went there, this guy never went there. Actually have this double top in there, which is quite nice. And after that, maybe in the end, before the major reversal, maybe that's where I'll be looking for. And that zone is also aligned with this low in here, with this important zone. This is kind of the decision after the break of this low, the kind of this last low. All of this has been compressed on the way up, so it can be interesting. And then of course there's maybe some zones a little bit above it that price can go to. That's one step at a time. Yeah, maybe somewhere in there can be interesting as well. Let's see what's going to happen. Today, finally, Euro broke those lows. I've been mentioning about that. It actually, I didn't even look for the longs on the others lows before, because I was expecting this low to be taken. And now, yes, now we finally did it. So now I will maybe start slowly trying to look for maybe some longs on Euro. When I find that weakness as well, right? I'm not looking to catch the falling knife. I do like to catch the extreme of the zones, but it's after I see some weakness. After I find and see some weakness on price. By weakness, it's kind of, that's what now I'm looking for, that sell in there, right? I want to see price creating those highs. Commit double low, double tops, maybe break a low, even try to start to show some strength, and then yes, then maybe catch that reversal, right? Wait for that fake out still. Let's see where this high actually is reacting from, and let's take a look at it, right? Maybe something like that could be a good level. Maybe look for that sell in there. Maybe after we see already a break of a low, maybe then wait for that fake out of that maybe double top that is being created in here. Maybe can already look for some sales while this fake out is being created. Usually, if you don't catch actually the extreme of this fake out, maybe you still can have the opportunity of then looking for those orders around aligned with this kind of left shoulder in there, and most likely you are going to be able to find the order somewhere in here. You can catch that. You can catch that trade in there. So kind of you have two chances to look for it. Even then, after the break of these lows, maybe we can start looking for that thing in there. Yeah, I want to see first a break of a low in this case on euro dollar to be breaks of a highs. Wait for price to still come all the way down to fake out those highs, those lows, and then you look for it. So that's what I'll be looking for, not just in here, even on crypto as well. It's something that I'll be paying attention to. And actually, you can just take a look at crypto update as well from last Saturday. Yeah. If you're getting value, guys, from this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. You can give me your feedback as well. Just comment below what you'd like me to cover. Maybe any particular pair that I haven't covered, any particular setup. Just let me know. Feel free to comment and I'll take a look at it. So yeah, so from last week, last Saturday, when I did my I give my feedback on maybe what to look at on the crypto. So this was something that I looked at it, right? My question was, and it is still, is this high an engulf to the upside, where the target is this one on BTC or not, right? And on Ethereum it was the same. Ethereum actually broke a little bit this level. On the daily time frame it clearly broke that high. On the 4 hours maybe it didn't. I could see that there was kind of still orders in there. I wouldn't be surprised. And actually that was what I was waiting to see maybe the low being taken. But in the realities, I did had this demand before, and price actually did touch it to at the top of it, right? Of this demand. After that, it created all these lows. It went up. Already took the orders from this supply, and it went down. For me, actually, Ethereum has been a little bit more clear than BTC. BTC with this big spike, it basically came all the way back here to this supply zone, while on Ethereum, for example, when you had that strong move up on Friday, Friday, it was a different move. Basically, Bitcoin went all the way to respect the supply and came all the way down. Ethereum just basically that made that move to the upside, and it broke into this compression. Basically, you had this compression in here. Actually, kind of mentioned the compression actually starts in here. Yeah, so I actually mentioned that. So for me, that was an engulf to the upside. By breaking this, I was expecting price to go higher. And now the question it will be is price just going to respect this demand and go higher, or if to go a little bit below and then to that move, right? Price decided to stay here. It went higher and it filled this compression. So the compression, it would have been somewhere in here. So this was the zone. It went there, and now price reacted from this next zone that was in there, aligned with this previous Quasimodo. So this was actually quite nice zone that price reacted from. So Ethereum in that aspect, for me, to actually gave me a better indication that it wanted to go higher after this move in here than BTC. However, this is a lower time frame scale comparing with what we are looking at with this high, right? The signal of going higher from here doesn't mean that price is ready to just go all the way and shoot to the moon. Just mean that it wants to fill the next zone, which was kind of this compression in there. Yeah, and on 30 minutes actually it's a little bit more visible, exactly the zone that we had. This was kind of a Quasimodo, like a KM pattern, right? Price created this low, it went higher, the lower low, created a higher high, and in theory price should have done this. What should have kind of in theory happened, but price didn't do that, and it actually left this supply in there, right? It actually left this supply in here, not even managing to draw it properly. Yep, aligned with these left shoulders, and these guys in here never really took those orders. It was actually a nice zone to look for the sells inside here. Right, if you find a pattern that should have been respected as a long, if it doesn't, most likely it's going to be respected as a sell. It's just kind of support becomes resistance, supply becomes demand, and so on and so forth. It's just what usually see happening. So let's see what's next. I'm still looking for price maybe to go a little bit lower below these lows, and maybe from here looking for that maybe longer move to the upside. So let's see what's going to happen next. That's still what I'm looking for price to come a little bit further down, maybe take these lows in here before maybe the major move. But as I mentioned before, in the higher time frame view, in the bigger scale, I'm still bearish. I'm still looking for price to maybe first get to this 750 level of 770, and there's a potential still to go all the way back to 400 in the next few months. That has been my prediction. I did talk about crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum last Saturday a little bit more in detail. I explained my view about this high or not and what to expect next. All right, so guys, anything else? Feel free to share your charts with me for me to take a look at them if you want. If you have any questions, if you like my feedback, feel free to do it. That's the purpose of this live stream. And yes, if not, if you don't have anything else as well, and if you watch it, please let me know in the comments if you managed to watch it until the end, if you got value from the live stream. And yeah, I wish you, all of you, a great rest of the week. If you are looking for reversals like I do, stay patient. Don't force to catch the bottom just like that. Find a good level that maybe you think that price is going to react to on the left side. Wait for that approach. Try to find some weakness on price even before trying to force that reversal setup. So yeah, patience is one of the requirements to catch those reversals when we have such a strong move to the upside. I understand how frustrated it can be to keep seeing prices going up and not really managing to participate. I go through that as well. But yeah, you are going to have your opportunities when price is in the levels that you want to, and when you have that price action, right? So stay patient in there. And if you are a trend continuation trader, I hope you managed to catch these strong moves today, as it was a great trading session for you guys. All right, so thank you again. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and I see you next Saturday for my weekly analysis. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Obrigado.